Okay, real quick, I just want to touch on kind of a weird NBA statement that was made. Around this time of year, kind of weird things are said in the NBA that don't really make sense. You're trying to compare apples to oranges a lot of the time in the NBA, so it's really not fair to the players or the teams, really, some of these statements that get made. The one I'm referring to specifically is Shannon Sharpe that said that the Cavs with LeBron James, you put a different superstar on that team, they would not have been able to do what LeBron James did, which one I really thought was pretty laughable. Russell Westbrook had a worse team last year, and he pretty much did the exact same thing LeBron did. You put Russell Westbrook on that team, they're going to do the exact same thing that LeBron did, because he was pretty much being a poor man's Russell Westbrook this year. Now, I'm not trying to talk shit about LeBron or anything like that. Obviously, he had a phenomenal year. But really, my thing is, which LeBron James are we talking about? Which LeBron James team are we talking about here? Are we talking about the team that had a former MVP, a future Hall of Famer, guy that finished 6th in the MVP voting last year? We're talking about the guy that let go of a really good role player in Jake Crowder. Jake Crowder's having a phenomenal series. The last 2 series, doing really well for that Utah Jazz team. Obviously, Dwayne Wade had a really good series going against the Sixers. Isaiah Thomas had a really good end of the year last year. The only really negative thing you could say about him is he had that hip surgery again. But obviously, I think he would have still been playing if the Cavs needed him to. That's just the type of player he is. And obviously, Derrick Rose had a really good end of the year at the end of the year this year. Played pretty well in that series. So to say that none of the other superstars could have done what LeBron James did, that could be true, because they could not have traded away all of those players to get these role players. That's fair. If that's what he meant, he's definitely right. But I don't get that statement at all. You look at James Harden, that's a perfect fit for him. That is his system. That's not fair to James Harden to say that he could not do what LeBron James did with the Cavs. That's not fair. I think you could say that James Harden has a worse roster, talent-wise, than LeBron James does. They're just a perfect fit for how James Harden, the superstar, wants to play. Same could be said about Steph Curry. Not talent-wise, obviously, the Warriors are one of the best, most talented teams in the league. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, they're 2 of the top 10 players in the league right now. But I just don't think that's fair to them. That's the system that they play. The most comparable superstar is going to be Westbrook and LeBron. I think you put Westbrook on that team, they're going to be the same. But I got this question. I'm like, if you put LeBron James on the Thunder, that'd be pretty fun to watch. And replace for Westbrook, you got Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and LeBron James. That would be fun to watch. I'd be very curious to see how that turned out. But stupid comments like that get made all the time in the NBA. I just don't get it. A comment that I saw on the internet was, Ben Simmons is better than Russell Westbrook. It's like, come on. Like, let's take a chill pill here. It's the playoffs, I know. Ben Simmons is still playing. He's in the East, I know. Statements like that get made all the time. It's pretty annoying. This talk about LeBron James being the GOAT is kind of just getting annoying too. He played in the East. Everyone knows that. He had to leave Cleveland and Miami to chase titles. MJ never had to do that. Superstars wanted to play with him. MJ was loyal to the Bulls. So I don't really get that talk. I mean, sure, if LeBron were to win the championship this year, that would definitely help his cause. This isn't that good of a roster, but it's a roster that he wanted, he formed. So that, let's not give LeBron all his credit for forming this bad roster. That's only my thing. A question that I posed on Twitter and on Instagram was, if the Oklahoma City Thunder, once they changed to the Thunder from the Supersonics, if they had somehow moved to the East, would we be talking about Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook being one of the greatest of all time? We sure wouldn't be talking about LeBron. Thunder would probably have 2 championships. That was just a thought that I had. We give LeBron a little bit too much credit for leaving Cleveland, leaving Miami, when everyone doesn't give KD credit for leaving Oklahoma City to go to the Warriors, one of the best teams in the league. I sort of get why, but it's really not fair. If Kevin Durant were to win 4 more championships, would we consider him one of the greatest of all time? Would we consider him the greatest of all time? He's pretty much just trying to be LeBron his whole career, so I just think if we're being fair there, then you could definitely say that Kevin Durant is the greatest of all time. I don't think that, obviously, but That's just my problem with NBA coverage. It's like they're so narrow-minded on what they want to choose that's going to be a storyline or what they're going to go with. They know that LeBron James is their golden ticket to views and clicks online, so they kind of focus on him a lot more than they should. Obviously, what he's done in the playoffs is phenomenal. The minutes he's played is phenomenal. The production he had is phenomenal. We can't discredit him for that. What he's done on the court is just absolutely amazing. It's just what he's done off the court that we kind of got to remember.